never watched CG Kings. I got to be honest. I've never once watched it.
It's unwatchable.
Wow, Shane.
No, I try listening to it when I draw, and I end up just, I can't listen to it. I end up putting my headphones on and listening to music.
Why?
What are you listening to, Shane?
It's anything, everything. I have like my workout playlist. It just like whatever's there.
I listen.
No,
to,
I'm not asking what
I
you
like to
listen
listen to
to.
audio of women screaming and whale sounds.
Do you watch Kings? I mean, you tell me. Do you watch it?
I never have.
I will listen. I listen to all the streams on ×2 speed, so I try to catch up on stuff and see what's going on. So I'm usually a couple days behind it, but I don't listen to it if Liam's on.
Well,
the only
you-
reason I
Why
listened to
went
the
on?
most recent one was because of Cecil being on.
Yeah, I tried going in, and it's fun sometimes, but then it's a lot of dead air now. Like, and you're the
Well,
only
that's
one
because you
talking.
guys are drawing and there's nobody seeing it.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on with anything really, because I don't really keep up with anything. Every time I check into like fucking Trashcast, I'm just, which is about the only thing I'll stick my head in every now and again. I don't know what's going on here.
I mean, used to the show would be topical about whatever was happening in comics or comic related stuff. And now nobody even keeps up with anything going on anywhere. So I don't know.
I'm gonna be on Kings more often because I think as somebody who's obviously not an artist, I can talk a lot more and kind of keep things going while guys are working on shit. So I'll
What's amazing though, Cecil, is to draw your art takes just as long as them drawing.
because I'm fucking retarded though, but I don't have to put a lot
I
of.
know.
Well, the problem with those guys, though, and I ran into this with them, you'll bring up a topic and like, yeah, that's stupid. Yeah, let's move on. It's like, that's fucking dinner for 30 minutes on this stream, dude. Like, you're already moving past the topic. So it's I don't know. I don't know if it's just those guys, because I've wondered that. I'm like, do you guys just not want to talk? But then everybody wants to put their head down and draw. And then to me, it's like you're just staring at the top of everybody's head. It's
Well,
like
then you should
it's
get cameras
kind of weird. Okay, even if you had cameras pointing at your paper, you got 10 little windows that you can't see shit. You know, it's so it just
this is why I said you have to have an MC for the stream.
Yeah, you do, and it functionally is for a draw. I don't even think draw streams are great, to be honest. I think they're kind of crap content.
They're terrible.
Shane, I did a stream that wasn't a draw stream when I guest hosted.
Yeah, I do
these
too.
These guys have personalities. They
have to pull it out of them. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's easier to do while they're not working. No, it's easier to do.
Draw stream's only good if it's snowing outside and it's cold.
I mean, when I've hosted it, I don't do the draw stream, but the draw stream, I haven't hosted it since the draw stream.
Yeah, no, the best one that's happened in a long time was the one that Cecil hosted. That one was fun.
Well, that was back to basics. So that's basically what Cecil did, is what if I hosted, I did, or what Ethan used to do.
I know, but Ethan's listening to that guy that's not even on the show anymore.
Yeah, Paul Ravoch, that
complained about not making money, but then it's like, I'm sorry, I'm sure he's a really nice person, but that guy had like zero charisma on air.
You know what? Also, that guy didn't have a fucking campaign.
Yeah,
that guy had no fucking campaign. And the guy, Paul Ravoch,
the guy that used to be on the show,
and he bitched that we're sitting around talking about mummies. You know, you got Aaron Lepresti bringing up his campaign, talking about mummies. You got whoever, they were making money because they had campaigns. In this one communist fuck that said voting isn't even real, that we never went to the moon, comes in and says, fuck your house. And that's what he did. He said, fuck your house. And let me put
then he left
in Ethan's head and screw this show up.
You know, so Choka, after that, I guess he said some stuff to the guys that off air or something, but he went on Twitter and wrote this novel about how streaming isn't beneficial and the model is bad. And I almost commented on it, but I'm like, I'm not touching this bag of worms. But he just didn't really have much charisma on stream. And I guess he wanted to make money. But like Shane said, it's like, well, if you don't have a campaign, like, what do you expect?
Yeah.
And by the way, it's called can of worms, not bag of worms.
What did
Am I wrong? Did I hear
bag of worms? I didn't want to correct.
Listen, how many thoughts have I had tonight?
What were you saying, John?
Chuck
You
Castle
open
heard
up that old bag of worms, like.
I don't know. I've been drinking a lot, and I went to go get something to eat, and I'm like, I don't even think I can get to the fridge, so I just grabbed cookies. But I don't know if I'm even making any sense.
You're not. John, what were you saying?
I'm not sure if this was true or not. What?
All right, what's true or not?
Wasn't he wanting like part of like splitting super chats?
Yeah, he wanted money. He wanted money for his appearance. But he
Hang
didn't
on,
want
sorry,
to
what-
campaign. He didn't
stop,
want to. He didn't want to
stop,
draw
what?
a book. Hang on, he didn't want to draw a book. He didn't want to start a campaign. He just wanted to sit on screen and get part of the super chats or something. He wanted money.
Why was he on Kings to start with then?
Because
To
he
get
hit
money.
up Ethan.
No, he got on Kings because he got mad at Eric July because Eric July didn't hire him for a book.
Okay, but still, I thought Kings was for like all the like proper like the hierarchy of Comicsgate. That, like, is that wrong? I'm not saying it is. That's what I always
Well, that's
assumed
how
it
it
was.
started. But I mean, we got Liam there. I think Liam isn't.
You got
Liam
me in
King?
there.
Yeah,
Technically, I shouldn't be in there.
Yeah.
It used to be for pros only,
Yeah.
and it got a little loosey goosey.
You know what's well? So it was supposed to be pros talking about things happening in comics or around. Like, so technically, the idea that I think Ethan wanted to work, that I for the life of me, I don't think it ever worked, would be like a Friday Night Tights thing, but you actually have guys that worked in story, publication, or they know how the sausage is made, you know, just from being in comics. So technically we could pivot into movies, but mainly talk about comics. And somehow that never happened throughout years of Kings. I don't think that ever happened. You know, me and John would be on, Ethan, Cecil would be on, you know, and it would be kind of lively. But then more and more people come into the room. And then for me and John to even pop on, we're kicking somebody off. That wasn't so bad. That was bad, but it wasn't so bad. Turn it into a draw stream where there's money involved at the end. I go click the link. I'm kicking somebody off. I might have somebody, you know, they hate me now because I just kicked them out.
That's
of an
why
art
I
auction.
wouldn't do it either, man.
Yeah. So now it's a little bit different. And then it's like, well, why aren't you on Kings? It's like, because I can't get there whenever you guys start up, which it moves, by the way. It's never the same fucking time every week. And then if I go on, I'm like, I don't know if that guy's going to hate me in 9 months, or he hates me today because maybe my drawing makes more than theirs, or maybe I come in and boot them off and they feel like, oh, fuck it, Shane said a funny joke and now they're bidding on his. Look, it's Mange with a fucking stretchy dick, you know, for Fantastic Four. That's, you know.
See myself getting so upset over such trivial things.
Well, people get upset over money. I mean, it's not trivial. It's fucking money. Now there's money. Now there's an art auction. You're missing that part of it. There's an art auction attached to every episode now.
Yeah, but
so now there's money attached to every episode.
That means that they're not good enough.
Well, look, Paul Ravoch. Yeah, well, hang on. Paul Ravoch, the guy's like, I'm not making any money, got very nippy about it. You know, so to say you can't imagine it,
obviously.
I mean, but there's evidence right there. A guy gets bent out of shape over it. You know, like, where's my money at? Why am I here? He couldn't just go off and don't take the link then. No, he had to go say, well, how do we make money here, Ethan? I'm a bunch of old people sitting here, Ethan. I can't draw a book, Ethan. Where's my fucking money? Where's my EBT, Ethan? You know, whatever the fuck he's saying with his, you know, start a campaign.
This is why you lot in your sports need to introduce relegation, because it gets you used to the fact that if you ain't good enough, you get fucking booted down into the lower league.
You know what? I put a poll in the chat, guys. I said, was Kings better when it was just pros? I put yes, or the other answer is no, I like the drawing. Right now, yes is winning with 77%. So go and vote. We'll get a consensus of what the chat thinks. But like I said, I think the best episode that Kings has had this year was when Cecil hosted.
Oh, thanks.
I'm sorry, but people would rather see you on a stream than most people.
Yeah.
I've said this for a while in back rooms, and I think I've said it out loud. But what's really missing, if we're really getting to the, I'm going to say it again here, there should be a Comicsgate power stream where it's like Cecil, John, me, Ethan, Anna, if she wants to show up, and that should be a mandatory weekly episode.
Yeah,
because people want that, and we don't do that at all. And I don't understand it. It's kind of fucking weird. Like, I'm not even so sure if somebody's like, would you rather go do CG live and have random guests on, or would you rather do Kings? I'm probably going to want to do CG live. I don't know. That's where I'm at.
Well, I've said this even back with Drawn and Quartered when all that stuff was collapsing. I've said this for years. I said, like, drawing streams suck. The only thing that makes them good is me talking shit. And once money gets involved with auctions, it all goes to shit. And then we ended up getting the King show becoming a drawing stream. Now there's auctions. People get testy. It's a mess.
Well, also everybody should just have their own eBay, and then after it's just, and so it's not like competitive on air. And then please let me finish my sentence. After the stream's over, just say, oh, it's up on, like what Ethan does. He puts his stuff up for 99 cents and lets people go. And if you don't want to put yourself for auction, you don't have to. There you go. What do you want, Joker?
You've just said literally more or less word for word what I was just about to say.
Okay.
That's what I was going to say to you. That's literally what I was just going to say, Anna. Literally word for word.
I put a cover up on eBay. I think it was like John's Black Riding Hood, and it brought more on eBay.
Yes, exactly.
Then I think Ethan's cover he sold on the auction.
I also think the auctions were great when they were quarterly. You know,
it's gotta be rare.
I think that leaves a lot of excitement when they're quarterly. So you'll get the bigger thing, but you probably make more in the long run, even though you're making less for your 2-hour sketches. If you're doing them weekly, you probably make more in the long run doing the weekly stuff. But there's excitement when it's a quarterly thing.
Like it's a seasonal thing. And we need at least like a week's notice, because Ethan will just randomly put it in and be like, we're having the auction. And it's like in like 2 hours. And it's like, I'm going out of town. Like nobody shows up. And then Ethan's like, what's going on?
But I think you could do a draw stream with auction once a month. That like 12 times, that's fine. Every week.
I think I'm just done with draw streams. Like they're like I said, they're boring as hell. They're annoying. The only thing that makes them fun is me, and then I'm the bad guy because John said you can't draw a fucking hand or something. John said your perspective was whack. Let me put your name on my list, the serious man.
Eventually, you're going to be broke in the street.